Well, thank you so much for doing this interview with us. I'm a massive fan of The Walking Dead, and I've always loved your work. But were you intimidated when you came in following another artist that you already had a standard to keep hold of doing the storyline?
Oh, I like the way you say a standard. No, not at all, actually, because I always figure that if somebody wants me, they want me from what I do, my work, and I'd like to think my work is fairly distinctive, and I've never set myself up as a guy that can do other people's work or mimic other artists. So I kind of figured that Robert Kirkman, when he got in touch with me initially, obviously liked what he saw there, and I just sort of carried on as I would draw it from that moment on.
Well, I think you did a fantastic job,
Oh,
personally.
thank you.
You are quite powerful with a lot of your scenes. You do massive expansions with very little in them that speak volumes, and then sometimes you will have complete page turners that just have actually made me close the book and walk away from it because they're so shocking.
Sorry.
And you do all this without any colour whatsoever. They're black and white, and it's very rich. And do you always have fun doing black and white, or do you seem to struggle with the fact that you can't use colour and expression and stuff like that? You have to factor that in when you're drawing?
Well, as a comic book artist, generally, especially in more traditional terms, that's the medium you work in. You very rarely sort of think in colour because you are working in black and white. Generally, it's more common nowadays. You get some people doing all three mediums together, but for the first, I don't know, 5 or 6 decades of comic book artwork, it was pretty much some guy doing the black and white and then somebody doing the colour. So you are thinking in black and white, and I use a lot of black anyway, so I love the medium of black and white. So for me, personally, it was never a challenge, and I feel really lucky to be involved in pretty much the only black and white comic in the top 100 comics in America. It's a pretty cool thing.
I think it works really well without colour because I think it makes it a lot more darker, a lot more grittier. And so with the fact that I love the story, and you probably get asked this a lot, are you enjoying the story? Do you enjoy drawing it, but do you also enjoy where the story's going?
If I didn't enjoy the story, I wouldn't be drawing it. No, they could pay me as much money as they wanted, but if I wasn't enjoying the story, I wouldn't be doing it. It's the story that personally keeps me on the book as well. So thankfully Robert's had me for 12 years, so he must be doing something right.
You're always busy as well. I've personally met you at Mark Millar's Kapow, where you signed my Walking Dead issue 19. I was made up.
Wow.
But you're always at conventions, you're always busy. How do you find time to do it all? How do you find time to be at cons and writing and having a life?
I don't know. It's just, people ask me that all the time, and I can't really explain it because I'm not working 24/7 at home either. The kids go to school, I start work, kids come back from school, I finish work. I do a 9-to-5 job pretty much. Rarely work weekends. I don't like working weekends. Never work at night or anything like that. So I can't explain why I could just sort of start from top left of a page and work down to bottom right and pretty much go straight there without a waiver. I don't know. I have a reputation for being fast, and I don't know why that makes me fast. Why I'm fast and another artist is very slow. But I've never found it a struggle. It's quite amazing.
Oh, well, thanks.
One, just to make it relevant to what we need your voice. You're in a literature festival, but you're an artist. So how is that actually?
Okay.
Oh God, I don't know. Because I was asked.
Okay, so you're at a literary...
Put me on the spot.
It's right on the wall.
Yeah.
Well, Writing on the Wall is a literary festival, but you're an artist, so how does that tie in? Are you happy to be here?
Well, I'm happy to be here, and personally I like to attend events which are slightly different from the norm. It's great to do these sort of things outside of just doing a comic convention when you just sort of sat there and signing for the fans, which is great, but it's also nice to change things around a bit. I mean, comics are 50%, the best comics are 50% writing, 50% artwork. So if we're doing something on comics, it's sort of apt that you need to have the artist there as well to talk about the other half of what makes a good comic book work. If you've just got the writer, which is fine, they can only talk about their part of it. It's not like a novel where the novelist can talk about the whole, whereas with comics, we have to, there has to be a writer and an artist. So I think the reason I'm here is to sort of contribute my my 50% to the artist's 50%.
Oh, well, thank you so much for talking with us. That was amazing.
Oh, my pleasure, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for watching Heroes for Sale. Did you agree with us? Let us know, comment below. Also, if you haven't done it already, please subscribe, as we'll be uploading much more geeky awesomeness to come.